What's up everybody, my name is Angel Ferret, and welcome to a tutorial lesson on how to draw. Today we're going to be talking about three most important body structure of the human anatomy, and that's the head, the feet, and the ears. Now now these three body parts, they're kind of important. Well, the head is much more important, but the feet and ears is kind of important if you guys wanted to learn about anatomy and how to draw with the human structures of a human body. If you're interested in that, just sit down and watch the video and enjoy it. Or if you guys don't want to, then just click off the video. What are you guys watching? So, the first thing we're gonna start off is the head body. Is the body of the head, and not just the full face body. Now I'm talking about the side of the head. Most likely the profile of the head. So it's so basically the head of the profile of the head is much more complicated. It has a complicated structure because it's not just like a full circle from it, but most likely the profile of the head has a very complicated and unique structure that every people have. For example, if they have a long chin, their chin is much more like distance, or if they have a long nose, their nose is much more bigger, and it shows it. That's something that some like young artists do not do, that they don't know. They just most likely focus on the full body face of the head. But in retrospect, the profile is much more bigger important, because what if you want to draw characters that somehow has a side view angle of the head? So the profile is much more important of all. I kind of find it much more important than just a full frontal head piece. So let's start from there. So the full frontal head, basically all you have to do is draw a circle, but make sure but just remember, if you want to start off with just drawing drawing a face, I recommend you do a full cross, like a full cross. It's not a full cross, but whatever. Alright, so a full cross. So that is your human head. It's not much, but let's start off by sculpting the head. So basically, like, you can choose which angle. If you want to choose that angle or that angle, start off gonna choose this angle. Now notice that the head is right there. So where's the nose? Okay, so we're gonna start off with the nose. The nose, we wanted to make sure that we're under the cross from this angle. So under the cross from this angle shows the head. Now we'll see the eyes and the forehead. And the forehead is much more optional if you want to make a character that has a big ass forehead. So let's start off with a little bit of a forehead look right there. And let's start off with the lip and the chin. So the lip is kind of not necessary, but I see some artists who draw like lips like that. Like that. Now notice the character that has a long nose and well, not a long nose, but most likely has a pointy nose and on a lip and a chin. That's how the character is. That's how every character looks from it. Each character has their own style of unique own style that they have to make the character much more outstanding, like ordinary characters from this. You guys cannot draw the same style of heads most of the time. That will defeat the purpose on on how human structure anatomy works. So So you gotta randomize. You have to hit the random button and make sure that you start off with random looks. Random looks is very important for characters, with character development. It outstands other characters and make sure that they look in a proper way. Now this is much more complicated also, because now we gotta focus on the eyes, the teeth, eyes, the lips, the chin, and the whole body structure of the human face. Now let's start off with the eyes. The eyes is much more um, simple, like a little less simple. Um, the eye is just original. All I have to do is to make the crocodile eyes. I call it these crocodile eyes, and has these and has a eyeball to it. Now some artists, they most likely tend to draw big eyes like that to give like it's the style for me. But some artists, they like to do it like small eyes. Like to do it as a smaller eyes look. And yeah, that's how my eyes work. The nose. Second off, the nose. The nose has a very creative and complicated structure from the nose. Some nose that have a big nose, they end up um, more connected towards the forehead than just. And I've seen a lot of characters. I see most likely from characters from the Cartoon Network. If you watch Steven Universe, you would know I meant Connie. But yeah, the somehow the nose like connected to the is connected to the forehead, if you notice it much, or the nose is somehow connected to it, a little bit connects to the nose a bit. Like I don't know how, but it just does. um so yeah, the third off is the lip. Lip is kind of like, you can add the details on the lip, but I recommend you not to. If you want to do it, then go ahead. By all means. Start off with the lip. Lip but no lip. I like to do it with no lip from this. And the is chin is very important. If you wanted to make the chin, if you want to make the character that has like a chin, no chin, a butt chin, or just like a regular chin like that, or long chin, or the cynical butt chin. Like like the Crimson Chin from that, or maybe you want to have no chin, like my main man, Leafy. How's it going, guys? Leafy here. Okay, I'll stop. So yeah, these are the typical symbol of the drawing from eyes, nose, lips, or and chins. Now, now there's many structures from it, and I wanted to start very quickly from this, but also in profile, you want to make sure that your head starts to move up and down, make vertical, make a lot of faces. Same thing that goes to the emotional look. They gotta show character. They gotta show a lot of characters from it, and it's really important for your character to show a lot of face structures. So go ahead and work on. So go ahead and try something. They try to make your character look up or look down. Try to make your character to um, try to make your character move side to side. Side to side is very important for me. Just draw an angle. Just draw an angle from the character and make sure that that character looks like in different angle perspective. It's kind of tricky to pull it off, but it's not that hard. It's kind of tricky, but it's not that hard. Same thing to on the vertical angle. Same thing to the vertical angle, that you have to make sure that your character is in an angle position that looks like that he is like leaning his head to the other angle. Okay. So yeah. And do a lot of do a lot of looks and stuff. That will work perfectly for you to draw a profile look. Don't don't focus on the face. I mean, you can focus on the face, but most likely focus on the angle of the look. Make sure your character from the side point of view has a lot more movement and has a lot more emotion. Give character face a lot of details. Make sure that your character is much more unique. Be outstanding from the character to make it look like that character has a big nose or a big chin or a big forehead or has big eyes. I don't know. Drawing is a limitless. Drawing is limited. You not drawing is not is unlimited to draw. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, okay. So let's start off with the second most non-famous thing is drawing feet. I know it's kind of weird, but that's how the tutorial is. Drawing feet. You gotta make sure that your character has feet. You gotta show your character that has feet. Otherwise, it'll be like a ghost. No, it'll be ghost. Let's start off with this panel right there. I'll draw from this panel, but I most likely draw from the tutorial. So make sure that your character has like little feet, like in footwork feet. Just widen this, make a cone shape, upside down cone shape, and make a bump, because if you look on your feet, you'll notice that you have bumps on, like, from between your feet. That is where the bone is connected to your feet. And if you're drawing your feet, make sure that your feet has like a dotted thing. That is where your thumb is. That is where your thumb is located. And there. So that's the feet of your foot. I'm trying to rush it in so I don't get so I won't die on me like the last video. So yeah. It's kind of complicated for the feet, but once you get it down, it's not. Once you get it down, you defeat the purpose on the difficulty from this. All you have to do is just simplify from the feet of the looks, and you will get in. Your problem is limitless. You don't have any problem from the feet, hands, or anything. So so that's the angle from the feet. Just draw in many styles from it. if your character has a if you wanted to make a distance from the character, make sure that your character, like, simplify your character in a far distance, so it shows that your character have feet, but also it have standard feet. If you have if you draw your character anthropomorphic, it'll be much more complicated. But the anthropomorphic feet, I most likely draw in this style. Like that. So, sorry. So yeah, so um try to draw characters or anthropomorphic style from this style angle from the foot. Okay, I think that's good. Now I only have 5 minutes, so I'm gonna make this count for the ears. So I'm gonna simplify this. So I'm gonna simplify the ears, and basically all you have to do is draw ears in a common way. It's a common thing that every artist do, is draw your character that has there. Now, if you want to give more details on the ears, I recommend you do the question mark plus Y. So what's this? The question mark plus Y is just draw a question mark right there, and it does kind of look like a question mark for it, and then the Y is just there. Well, in every case, so the ears is, I mostly draw my ears that has this, like that, simple. But if you wanted to go in a whole different level, if you want to make the viewpoint of the behind or in front, well, this is the front of the ear, like that. That's the front of the ear, and the back of the ear, similar style, but in a different angle. And boom. Yeah. Now, I'm sorry if you guys find it kind of weird for me to simplify this much more, but it's kind of not important for me. But it's like, but for you, it's much more important for you because I gotta show you from the tutorials how ears and ears work. So, I'll give you a little bit of simplifying from this before this camera stops me from recording, is to draw like a cone shape thing, then draw like a little belt on this side, and then draw from this, then do the Y thing, then add from there, and there. It's and also don't forget to do the question mark also. Yeah, it looks like an ear. So yeah, an ear. There we go. So yeah, that's all three basic from it. I hope I done well. So yeah. So these are the three topics that is ears, feet, and profile, and I'm glad to talk about it. So that's it for today. So as always, my name is Angel Ferrer, and I approve this message. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.